Wait till happen. And I not go even let person rest 1 second before I use DM Kimi. Better come and see. ILEBAYE has been exposed. ILEBAYE lied about her background. Nya. Allow me rest. Hapukanim can 1 minute a week. We have to carry our HH because leg don't break. Leg don't break. Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you here. If this is the first time on my channel, please do well to hit on the subscribe button before you leave. Also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, last night was so fun. I mean, some of you had complaints here and there. Oh Betha, we would have preferred that you did your video alone. Oh Betha, no, now why did you? Hello, I be human being, okay? Hello, I have friends, okay? Sometimes I want to gist with my friends. And that's exactly what happened last night, okay? We had a live stream, that was actually hosted by my friend Anita Ihesie. And of course, we joined in, myself and Philomena Moses. It was quite impromptu. I mean, we really wanted to add more bloggers and all of that. But because we were testing the waters, we just wanted to see how that would go. It was our first time. You guys could even tell that, we had a lot of issues, ranging from sound to how we were being shown on screen and all of that. But, hopefully it would get better. Are we going to do that again? Definitely. Definitely, yes. I don't know when that would be, but, of course, when we try it again, it would be a lot better. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, it was really fun. And I also realized that, some of you were not particularly hearing us, very clearly. And, for that reason, it's like, you know what, Betha? Maybe you should just come and explain to them just a few things, just touch on them, not necessarily going into details. But before we even do that, guys, I was on my own. I don't really know. Sometimes I just stay my own. Yanga go to sleep while I go come wake up. Now it's happened to me. I did my own je. Next thing I got DMs, number 1, number 2. I'm like, guys, chill now. I better come and see ILEBAYE. She actually lied about her family. She lied about, coming from a poor home. She did this. She was playing the pity card. She was doing that. She was doing that. I'm like, hold up. Which ILEBAYE? Because if there's anybody that has barely spoken about her background, if there's anybody that has barely spoken about her parents, that would be ILEBAYE. I mean, there were 2 times I heard ILEBAYE speak about her family. Number 1, where she's saying something like, oh, I just want to make my parents proud. I just want to make my parents proud. And then the other time was when she had a conversation with Venita, where Venita was making it seem like, oh, you don't look like someone that comes from, a well-to-do background and all of that. And then it was around that time that she made the statement of coming from a broken home. Now, coming from a broken home doesn't necessarily mean that that broken home was a poor home, okay? She never talked about, her father being wealthy or her father being poor. She just said that she comes from a broken home. Perhaps the marriage wasn't working between her mom and dad, and so, of course, they had to split ways. I really don't know what the story is, but then that was the statement she made, her coming from a broken home. So, at what point did she play the pity card? Because on her starts. And the problem is, every single time it has to do with ILEBAYE. Now, me on the tag, why? Why? Wait happen. I saw somebody's comment one time in that video where I was asking, oh, was there ever a time I came on here to say, oh, ILEBAYE is my fave or one thing, and the person told me something that cracked me up so much. So like, Betha, it was from you at the beginning of this show. It was from you. I heard you say something like, ILEBAYE nwa. I say Betha nwa, beauty nwa, praise him. I do all these things. So why are you people taking it deep? Like, wow, Bethans, wow. But anyways, guys, the reason people started tagging me to things and sending me pictures and stuff like that is because a picture of ILEBAYE's dad surfaced. He was having a handshake with Dino Malaye. You guys know who Dino is. If you don't, then are you really Nigerian? You guys, he was in a picture with Dino, and Dino had made a post, just saying something about, ILEBAYE's dad being a proud father and the fact that, everybody in Kogi State is cheering her on. And, he also urged people to vote for her. Guys, that was the post. Now, for this reason, they have come to me. They have brought it to my table that, oh, ILEBAYE doesn't really need the money. Now, permit me to shalaye a little bit. Hello. Now, so this boy, they inside the house here, tell us, oh, he has nothing, they broke die. They do this one. What's it be? The miracle. He said they broke, nothing. Now, so this boy, we now carry our money because now our money. Carry our money. Baba disappeared. In fact, the day he left the house, you see the line of jeeps that came to pick him that day. People come the one that say, where this money from come? People now realize that, oh shoot, he wasn't even as broke as he painted himself to be. Now there was also the whole story of, oh, white money lied. White money said he doesn't have this, but then he had a car that had come to pick him. Like, you guys, just because a car came to pick somebody doesn't necessarily equate to them being wealthy. And even if they have money, it doesn't mean that they don't have the right to win more. So are people telling me now that if I'm from a wealthy home, my father has all the money in the world, I cannot strive to make more? I mean, Ilebaye understands that my father's money is my father's money. My own money is my own money. And the girl has been hustling. She's been trying her best. So why do we think it's okay to bring this whole narrative now, trying to decampaign her and all of that? Like, don't you guys think it's a little bit too late for that? I mean, whether she wins the show or not, she played a good game and it has gotten her this far. So I really don't think that all this, she lied. She didn't lie. Okay, let's get that straight. She did not lie. She never came on to say, oh, my father is this or my mother is that. She barely talks about her background. If anything, she tries to avoid it. So I'm not a party to that. I'm just not going to agree to that. In fact, I'm going to act like I never heard this. Okay, because yeah, I never did. Okay, now moving on from that, still on the outside world, because we're going to wrap this video up with what happened inside the house, over the night and all of that, right? Now, Mercy is causing wahala. Even though Mercy there inside the house, her name's still a trend for outside. Lambo money. Guys, last night after Mercy was announced as one of the finalists, as a result of her not being nominated by too many housemates, just one person nominated her, and that person was Suma, right? So Biggie had gone ahead to announce to her, that she was safe, and Mama just went gaga like, hey, what God cannot do does not exist. Oh,
congratulations, you are a finalist.
She started running helter skelter. It was really funny. But guys, after that moment, it was now like a back and forth between Maria and Ike. Hey, I said, Ike, relax. Ike, take it easy. Just this small bullet where Maria carry come. You don't use AK-47 scatter her head, because wait till it is. Guys, by now, I'm sure you can see the post on the screen. Maria had said something about, Messi is now top finalist, and, there's a 99.9% chance of her winning, blah, blah, blah. Ike, how far? You know how Ike has been saying, oh, I don't want Messi to win. I don't want Messi to win. And, of course, Maria is an ardent supporter of Messi. So she's like, guy, what's up? Like, what's good? And then Ike just finished matter. Say, I'm not gonna look lucky boy. So when I start, because if Messi come out now, me and her are still good, we'll still be good. But I cannot say the same thing for you. Don't let me talk. Oh, I say, Ike, talk please, because we live for Amebo in this corner. But anyways, guys, that was crazy. There was also the one between White Money and D1, and I'm just like, wetin dey happen? Wetin dey play? Guys, D1 had thrown a jab at White Money, saying, oh, so the worst singer, the worst musician, blah, 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 is finally out of Biggie's house. And then White Money gave it to him as they hot. I feel like part of the reason they're having this back and forth is probably because of the statement, White Money had made in the house. You guys remember that day Big Brother brought in D1, into the house, and he was cracking jokes, and the guy's jokes were dry. Like, let's call a spade a spade. The joke, no jig, it dry. And then White Money, said something about, him even being funnier than the guy, or something in that line. It wasn't even that deep. I know say the boy carry on for mine, so saying go house, can't wait for where White Money go get evicted. Next thing, he's like, oh, the worst musician, Grammy Award winner, they play. White Money shall give an answer way better. Say, see, you know what? Better make use of this opportunity that I've given you now. Based on, say, star, don't call your name. Now you'll be trending. Of course, it's trending only because White Money responded. If not, nothing for you. So, like White Money advised, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay? Now, back into the house, guys. Yesterday, Big Brother introduced the most difficult head of house games. Oh my God, Big Brother turned these people to Jesus Christ, because he put them for cross. cross of Calvary, but this one will not be cross of Calvary. This one are cross of Big Brother, because that's so a hang all of them. They all of them spread their hands, spread their legs. You know, the thing had like a footstool where they placed their two legs, and then the part where they had to hold their hands and all of that. And then, you know, from time to time, Big Brother will make it a bit more tedious. He'll say, okay, now remove one leg, you know, to make them imbalanced and all of that. And so they remove one leg. Some were shaking. Messi was the first person to drop. At some point, Venita, you know, cross, you know, like that. They started dropping. You know, parent that said, oh, I can do it to the end. When people that say, yeah, come on, one leg, Baba lose balance. Now, so you just say, you know what, it's fine. I give up, income down. At some point, it was remaining just Angel and ILEBAYE. And guys, like, they really tried. This task lasted for over 2 hours. 2 hours. Say, wait till they happen, wait till they play. I mean, it actually all seemed like, you know, the housemates were cheering for Angel, and, you know, ILEBAYE was just left there by herself. But then, you know, at some point, Cross felt like, let me just go to this ILEBAYE girl. And then he started gisting with her, just the same way, you know, Soma was cheering Angel on, telling her, you can do it, you were made for this, you are that. You know, Cross was even gisting with ILEBAYE about South Africa, you know, going to the beach, going to this, just trying to take her mind off of, you know, whatever it was that they were doing at the time. And at some point also, Pere came there, stood with her, you know, they gisted for a little bit. Bear in mind, yeah, at this point, they still had 2 hands and 1 leg, right? Big Brother now said, oh yeah, remove 1 hand. Man, at that point, Angel was like, nah, I can't. I mean, she really wanted to do 2 hours just to make her mom proud. And I feel like her mom will be really proud of her, because, guys, this task lasted for over 2 hours. Over 2 hours. What did they do? What happened? What happened? You know, but then when people that said remove 1 hand, she was like, no, I can't. You know, someone was like, no, you can't do. She was like, fuck it. She just moved her hand and then came down. No be small thing, no. Oh, wow. And that's how ILEBAYE became the ultimate head of house for the show. I mean, she won it as at the time when it was needed the most. You know, Big Brother called her the Gen Z body head of house, you know, the Gen Z body finalist and all of that. She was really gassed up, even though she herself had admitted that she was really tired and, you know, almost gave up as well. And of course, she picked all the ladies remaining in the house. There are 5 ladies in the house and 4 guys. She picked all the ladies as her BFFs. Of course, the first name she called was Angel. That was really, really nice. You know, so she picked Angel, Messi, Venita, and Sissy. And all 4 of them are obsessed with her. You know, her deputy is actually Messi, because, you know, Sissy's like, Bush, not stress me. I just want to relax, okay? Venita too wants to relax and be taken care of. You know, now, of course, they went on ahead to do the black envelope challenge. And, guys, it was funny. It was really, really funny. There were 5 envelopes. Biggie had littered the whole arena, and he told them that that was the only place they could search. You know, so they went in there, started searching. Adekule found one, Pere found one, Soma found one, Angel found one, and the last one was so difficult to find. But then Sissy found it eventually. Now, when Big Brother told them to open up their envelopes, you know, Adekule had a special snack pack or something. You know, Pere had a bottle of granuts. Soma had a bar of chocolates. Angel had kuli. And then, of course, the last but not least was Sissy, and she found the immunity card in there.
A surprise snack. Yummy.
A bottle of granules. Kuli. A bar of chocolate.
CC.
Yes, Big Brother. Immunity, Biggie.
And then, of course, it was time for them to have the last nomination of the season. And I'm just going to run through that. Yes, Sissy nominated Adekule and Soma. Adekule nominated Soma and Angel. Pere nominated Adekule and Venita. Angel nominated Venita and Adekule. Cross nominated Angel and Soma. Venita nominated Soma and Pere. Soma nominated Pere and Messi. Messi nominated Angel and Venita. And of course, last but not least, ILEBAYE nominated Soma and Angel. And as a result of that, Soma, Angel, Venita, Pere, and Adekule are up for possible eviction this week. Put it this way, Somgel, the Olopades, and the General, you know, all 5 of them are up.
Soma, Angel, Venita,
Present, sir.
Pere, Adekule.
Not complete.
Now, because, you know, Messi was not nominated more than once, automatically she was safe, like I mentioned. And that makes it 4 housemates that are automatically qualified, you know, to get to the finals. And they include ILEBAYE, you know, for being head of house, Cross, for buying immunity. We already talked about that. He paid for immunity, 4,000 money point coins. He took coins from some of the housemates in exchange for real money. For example, Omashola, he had promised to give Omashola 1 million naira, and upon eviction, his team, Cross's team, had paid Omashola the 1 million naira cash. All right. Now for Neo, who gave him over 1,700 money point coins, Cross promised to give him 3 million naira. Just promise money here and there. So of course, hopefully when it comes out, him and Neo will sort it out and he'll pay Neo off. So that's how he was able to secure a place for himself in the finals. All right. And of course, CC, by virtue of picking the black envelope with the immunity card in it, and Messi, for not being nominated more than once. So yeah, these are the housemates that are obviously, going to get to the finals. And I think that 2 more people might join them, guys. Who do you think will likely join, the list of, saved housemates for the finals? For me, if you ask me to pick, I would definitely pick Adekunle, and I would also pick the general. Yeah, it's just what it is. I feel like, Adekunle and Pere have a fair chance. I really don't know. It's just me predicting. And you guys know I'm not so good with these things. So if you think that you know who and who would leave and those that will get to the finals, guys, let me know in the comment section. Okay? Now, there were other conversations here and there. Sissy and Cross trying to sort out their issues. Oh, you did this to me. You were not nice to me. You are not a good friend. You made your bed, so you are lying on it now. Blah blah blah. And Cross trying to say, oh no, do you know that I always keep drinks for you? I used to do this. They were just trying to sort out their issues. You guys know they used to be close, but then for some reason, since Kimopra came into the house and all of that, Cross kind of changed towards Sissy, and that's what she was basically telling the guys. So it's like, you know what? You're going to leave this house before me. Sissy kept on telling him yesterday that, look, oh, I didn't even have to buy the immunity. She was joking, but anyways, you know how Sissy will be laughing with you and be telling you what is on her mind. She's like, I didn't have to buy the immunity, and I promise you, Cross, you will leave this house before me. See, once they say, Cross, you have been evicted, me myself, I'll be ready to go home, because at that point I have fulfilled what I said. It's like, okay, it's not even that deep. Those are the things she was saying to Cross before they now decided to have that conversation. So hopefully they'll sort it out, guys. Let me tell you, I feel like this week is going to be a bit dry because content no good day like that. Someone asked me, oh, Betha, do you think that the housemates are going to stress ILEBAYE, with the whole wager task thing? And I'm like, who cares? Like, nobody cares, understand? The show is almost coming to an end. So if they want win wager, make them win. If they want lose, make them lose. It doesn't really change anything. It's the fact that she has secured a place for herself in the finals. That's all that matters. And yeah, let the best man or woman win at this point, because it is what it is, and that's a period. Okay, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Did you enjoy this video? I'm sure I have taken time to just explain everything that we talked about yesterday, but no, I do not regret being on that live stream with my friends. It was really fun, and yes, we're going to have that again, of course, with a more put together planning and all of that, right? Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much, and of course, I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye.